So they're set to go. Race 2, Motul Oil's third round FX Championships for 210. Getting away to a good start was Lewis this time, and MacLauchlan and also Beaton. So Beaton wasn't the fastest starter. It was actually Darren Lewis, Ryan MacLauchlan, and then Beau Beaton, and then Chris Knox.
Yeah, Lewis could hold it right to the end of the straight. Unfortunately, he's dropped back into third, but he was fourth on the grid, so that's still a very good start. And he
got one slot.
Got the jump off the start.
Certainly got away to a very good start. Timed it to perfection as they head around towards the Yamaha Air Fence turn 2.
And it may be a bit easier for Darren to get off the line too, that smaller horsepower of that machine, but looks like Beau Beaton's wriggling and wriggling all the way through turn 4 there with Ryan MacLauchlan on his case. I think it's Chris Knox in third spot.
Yes, as they head down into Puma RVs, it is Beaton from his teammate MacLauchlan.
The Hyosung brothers have nearly taken each other out there. I don't think they'll be too happy about that, but there was nearly no Hyosungs in that race, Dave.
They'll be there at the finish, Tim. They always are. So as we wait for them to come around the back of Red Baron, Beaton, MacLauchlan, Lewis, Knox. Can't pick up who that is in fifth as they come down into turn 9 under power lines. It's Beaton, MacLauchlan, Knox. Chris Knox is, Darren Lewis it is in third. Chris Knox is fourth. Although it looks like Knox now may have moved up to third as they come down into the top corner. And they come through turns 11 and 12, and the shock treatments turns 11 and 12, and down the Motul main straight here at Eastern Creek. It's Beaton, MacLauchlan.
Beaton's jumped out to a big lead after one lap, hasn't he? It's nearly 2-second lead after just the first lap. It's a great ride.
Certainly is. He's a young man coming on in a hurry that gets good support from North Coast V Twins, who have been a strong supporter throughout the years of Pro Twin racing.
Keeping in mind, Dave, he was a D grader last year, but the front wheel coming off the air into turn 4 there, but he's got a commanding lead over Ryan MacLauchlan. Looks like Chris Knox has got in front of Darren Lewis. Darren Lewis has just been overtaken as well, but that can't quite get that rider.
Okay, they head around the back. As I said, Mick Johnson was a recipient of good sponsorship during his racing career for the North Coast V Twins people.
And I think the blokes on the big Ducatis too are thinking the Lucky Stars at Eastern Creek is a lot bigger track because Angus Rickey is mid-pack, not fighting for the lead like he was down at Whitten.
Yeah, hang on, what is happening here? We've lost? Oh no, sorry, Beaton and MacLauchlan. So it looked like the gap has certainly extended from Beaton. It looked like I thought for a moment we may have lost one of our front runners, but it's just that Beaton's been able to extend his lead quite considerably over MacLauchlan, with Chris Knox in third. Darren Lewis has gone back to fifth. I think it might be Phil Lovett that's moved up to fourth. So it's Beaton, MacLauchlan, Knox, Lewis, Lovett, Leamington, Peak, Pierpoint. Beaton comes across the start-finish line at the Motul Main Straight. MacLauchlan comes across in second. Knox is third. Lewis still fourth. Lovett is fourth. Lewis is fifth. Leamington is sixth. Gary Peak on the 675 Triumph is seventh with a great ride from Pierpoint and then Gordon. They head around the back, coming up over the top of Dunlop. Beaton again, Nigel, just stamping his very considerable authority all over this FX Pro Twins and Naked Bike class.
Back end all over the show for Beau Beaton coming to turn 4. Ryan MacLauchlan's a lot smoother, but Chris Knox seems to be gathering some pace and some distance on second place Ryan MacLauchlan.
Okay, we'll wait and see what happens. They go down through Puma RB and over through Form Extreme Corner, around the back of Red Baron Hill. Come out of that left-hander, it will be Beaton. There he is.
Yeah, Beaton's still classed as a B grader, but I don't think that's going to last much longer.
Well, it was a D grader last year, Nigel, so it's a big jump for that fella.
There's another young bloke that's just doing incredibly well. That North Coast Ducatis V Twin, very, very well prepared motorcycle. His father actually knows how to do them, and that's a very, very fast bike, isn't it?
Certainly is, and it is number 33, Phil Lovett, who's also leading the naked bike class as well. So it's Beaton, MacLauchlan, Knox, Lovett, Lewis, Leamington, Pierpoint, Gordon, Peak and Ballestero. And Alexander Pickett is in 11th. So He's moved up a couple of slots from round 1. Moving forward all the time as the leaders head down. Now, Chris Knox is certainly closing the gap down on to Ryan MacLauchlan. Just over a second between MacLauchlan and Knox. So that's going to get very interesting. It was just 2 laps to go, lap and a half to go. Had Knox move up a further slot. Let's see what happens. They come up over the top at Dunlop.
Beau Beaton wheeling over Dunlop once again. I think he's pulled a much larger lead. Ryan MacLauchlan's lost a bit of pace down that, but looks like Chris Knox has definitely gained on Ryan MacLauchlan in second spot.
Yes, Chris Knox showing a good turn of speed now, up into third from Lovett, Phil Lovett, Darren Lewis, Leamington, Gordon, Ballestero, Beale, and then Price. David Wilkinson on the higher sung leading his brother Richard.
Yes, I don't know if those two know that this is other race going on between them, but the way those two fellas are going...
They don't care, Tim, do they?
They don't care.
Nah, they're having fun. That's what Formula Extreme Racing's all about.
Brotherly love.
Yeah, brotherly love, yes. Except on the racetrack. So,
sibling rivalry, more like.
Yes, sibling rivalry, that's true. So the last lap board's going to come out this time. Knox starting to close the gap on MacLauchlan for second. Beau Beaton well out in front as he comes down the Motul main straight here at Eastern Creek to get the last lap board. Commanding lead over MacLauchlan. MacLauchlan is just 2 or 3 bike lengths in front of Knox. Knox starting to run him down the Motul straight. And it could change there, Nigel. It looks like Knox getting ready to throw out a challenge for second to Ryan MacLauchlan.
Yeah, I think there'll be a challenge somewhere on this lap. He's just about close enough to do so.
Oh, wait and see. Waiting for the leader at Dunlop. Coming out of the Yamaha Airfence turn 2. There he is.
And it's great to see Chris Knox has got his gearbox issues sorted from Winton.
Yes, that's right. He had a bit of a problem down there, Tim, didn't he?
He was missing third gear the entire Winton meeting, so done a fantastic effort to get on the podium all the races. But here we go, the battle for second spot. Chris Knox is right on Ryan MacLauchlan now into turn 4. Having a look around the outside, up the inside. Let's see what he can do into turn 5.
Down through Puma RVs. Knox goes down the inside, slips down underneath MacLauchlan. MacLauchlan tries to come back at him as they head up that hill, which is a lot steeper than it looks from over here. It takes a fair bit of drive as the race leader, Beau Beaton, comes out of Red Baron Hill. And now let's see, has MacLauchlan been able to reclaim second, or is it Knox? Here they are. No, it is Knox now. Has displaced Ryan MacLauchlan, but MacLauchlan's not going to give it away just yet. He moves up to his back wheel through turn 9.
Very defensive line there by Chris Knox.
Yes, good bit of riding there from Chris. Obviously appreciating the all 6 speeds in the gearbox as Beaton comes down to get the checkered flag at the top of the Motul straight. So he's going to take out another very good win in this AFX Pro Twins and Naked Bike class. And Nigel, Chris Knox may be able to hold MacLauchlan
I think
out.
he will. I think he'll hold him off on this. He's he's got it. He's got that second place.
Yep.
Very well earned podium position, that one.
Very entertaining dice there with Knox coming out in second. MacLauchlan third. Phil Lovett fourth. Richard Leamington may come home in fifth. And Darren Lewis has gone back a couple of spots in the last couple of laps. So it's Leamington from Lewis. Then Duncan Gordon, Adrian Pierpoint, Mark Ballestero, and Alexander Pickett comes home in 10th.
Second time around, congratulations to you, Beau. Another first place.
Yeah, thanks, mate. We're just having a good time out there, trying to get some good lap times. I think we made a bit of a step backwards there, but it's all a learning curve.
A step backwards, but you still had a very commanding lead.
Yeah, we're just talking lap times. We need to get our lap times down a bit further, so we'll work on that for the next race.
Well, consistency seems to be the key, and it looks like you've turned it the right way.
Thanks, mate.
Well done. Congratulations.